Genesis. Too strong of a specialist to have belonged to my heritage. This is the peak. I'm at the top of Everest with a song sheet full of lost intelligence that I spill freely to frosty skeletons. Got world full of odd experiments. Half my dreams haven't got any relevance. I touch my we can mushroom everything. Take dynamic and ponder the elephant. Dark street not long inherited. Still not gotten into deficit. I'll come on this relative. I just want peace, pole up for a nemesis. Brain full of toxic sediment. Still got songs to defend this relatives. Be might not this element. Now when your face is someone here and prevalent. And it's the honest expression that's making you frolic and reminisce. Don't squander a pessimist, prone to a clot or hemorrhage. I don't want to bond this togetherness. Gets dumb and demonic and devilish. Grab a modicum of S. Still get props and I'm often credited. Touch and teaching. Way beyond any fellowship. Must look like some godless specimen. But don't label it wrong or prejudice. When it seems off to the soft and delicate, screaming, how can we stop this heretic? What would I do as a job instead of this? When I'm on the edge with the loss of leverage. So many options, problems never sit. From day one, been urged to take strides underneath mainstream play or daytime. When I'm over the earth like ley lines tainted. Heard through the grapevine, everything stems from love and joy. I just can't wait to both at the same time. Poetry close to hate crime, so I think hope is the most you may find. Close to the morgue or gravesite when I start mourning a sordid playwright. What's this god awful? Brain light, not just another fool talk that came by. Here for the sport, this game's mine. Don't get it as all horny and stage right. When I got thoughts more warped than a baseline that I've been all really 14 late night. Got course so I aim high when I'm trying to repair damage. It might seem like I'm passive, but doesn't mean that dramatic. Get lost on here and sharing the traffic. Esskay.com if you're wondering where the classic. See I breathe life, give air to the planet. Saying you still don't care, don't panic. When I exploded, the flare is massive. Yes, I'm fair when I'm spazzing. I was in the chair upstairs in the attic preparing magic. Now I've had years of practice and careful planning. On top of me with endeavouring man, just staring and slamming. Things that I suffer from, you'd be scared of having. Extra lazy, I'm fed the mainstream. My parents choose when prepared to get the trace. How we do. Power moves combine sour juice in white altitude that I'm about to spew. Stand in the brain like I'm shower proof. Still handling painful and foul issues. 10,000 hours used. Expertise come run with a coward's view. Like how could you? Now make flowers bloom in your mind when the sounds are stew. Loud in the crowded room for the people that doubted too. Bruised to the inside, brown and blue. Still bounce like a Shaolin troop. Flew out of it down in booze on a restless night. The one that gets stressed and fight when I retch inside. Definitely the stench is like the time that you left me to die. It was my fault, head in the sky. Still too blessed to get envy inside. See, I section rhymes to the premise, it gets me by. Feeling trading on ice, this is vigorous exercise. Sweat on mic like I'm dripping insecticide or liquid venomous slime. Instinctive perilous crime, bringing it every time. So hark at me, scarred to the dark of my artistry. Hard to be pardoned, can't you see? Heart on my sleeve like charred meat. Start to believe in myself, won't ask complete. For an advantage marginally, I'm calm with them asking a scheme. Unhindered and martyr free the carnage. Supposed to be hard to make the party stop. Whether it's Logan Sama or it's Charlie Slop. On the radio wave, I rave danced a lot. But wait, rather not, I came to bar drop. I am in the room after hours, grabbing the booth, I'll take part. Like a tune produces one extra time to pursue. Don't touch the star, it's a crime if you do. This is the plan. Lyrical man, so I wanna be figurative and think if I can. Say lower flame, throw sick spirited slang and target my heart, shit's visible grand. Spread skill in a digital land of a voice in a cynical twang. Give the greatest hits with no ace and fist till I never had a cameo and missed a jam. Hunger there, lungs full of air, best come prepared. Not running scared, I got 100 prayers. And if you're unaware, I spin man straight out of his underwear. You don't know who you are, wonder where. I'm fair, not the one to care, I'll bump more skunk in the air. Burn like the sun of a Bunsen flare. I like the sound of disgusting weird when I'm busking hair. Scrub your face with the dustbins near when I touch this, yeah.
I like Esskay.
What did I say?
Like, that was all spooky, you know.
It gets better.
That was all spooky.
Wow.
Trust me, we got all the
Stop
crew
it, mate,
inside.
stop it.
Basic MCs. Mad.
Wow.
Yes. Esskay.com. Deja vu, we got spooky. Yo. Yes.
Spooky.
I'm late writing words cause it hurts when I dream. Purge my cerebellum of dirt and grease. How bad could a person be when the prayers you send on working? Please try harder. Go church at least, my father. Don't want the limelight, times I'd rather. Chillin' heretic chat. Bit of embo in the LSD tap, I will never be sad. Twilight saga with fine night laughter, my energy lapse. Thoughts in my head to make a therapist man, so very exact. Twisted lost like I missed my spot. Very distinctive, I'm switching off. How much does his wisdom cost? Listen and watch to an angel that feels like his wings have been. Going like I got a sick flow too much, like I smoke too much. Not a laugh or a joke too much, only joking you don't do much. Spoken enough, so stop opening up. Bro too tough if they cope who's rough, but they totaling up like foes opposed that they don't slew Trusco. Comatose that they won't move stuckist. Overloaded I show cruise up with her. Overflow that I show lose touch, make a note of potency, don't do drugs to me. Nowhere close to me, so used up and unknown, supposedly prone to dub with her. Doses overly prone to busting, you're ghosting over me, know who's fucked. With a hope you can blow. My gnosis, done with the lingering showbiz, sit of associates. When I'm in a mode that it's like hypnosis, like your eyes might focus, straining and off. See, I mix pain and drugs, so it feels like. Now I'm wide-eyed, why didn't I notice? These got quite uncivilized motive. Sitting by hopeless, I used to give a shit and like most things. Might see me in the middle of the night roaming again. Hope for a friend, grotesque in the lens, so I won't go home at the end. Play bad and good like both for pretend, so I'm motive cloaked in sweat and I'm soaking wet. The rest ought to listen, distress thoughts that have risen. End all division, return as a fresh organism. Surrendering flaws that I'd hidden for time. Feels like the most wicked of crimes. Illness and pension for lyrics combined. Clicks like a switch in my mind, still sticking my physical prime. So visceral eye. So many eyes around, been in for time like Pennywise the clown. Still hear this 7 nights from now when the day grows short, when the lights go down. Back from the depths like I drowned and I bled hysterical sounds I left from the burial ground. More flesh by the pound, go fetch like a hound. Relative words of wisdom and perfect diction is burning my central
nervous system.
Worse than the worst addiction. Come on, jack that. Been a long time coming.
Trust me. Trust me.
Trust me, big up Bellamy, big up all the crew involved.
But.
So many eyes around, been in for time like Pennywise the clown. Still hear this 7 nights from now when the day grows short, when the lights go down. Back from the depths like I drowned and I bled hysterical sounds I left from the burial ground. More flesh by the pound, go fetch like a hound. Relative words of wisdom and perfect diction is burning my central nervous system. Worse than the worst addiction. Feel words like friction, symbiosis, the merger of germs at a certain rhythm. Hurt like a firm incision, rebirthing this imperfect living. Leave Esskay, now I'm not working with him. Sweet on the outside with the dirty feelings. I just wanna be nice and clean with the shiny sheen of denial that I'm in deep. What keeps me from flying free, and I'm teased for the irony. Left on the outside, cheeks full of lies and fleas, like why just me? Full of eyes more fine than the eye can see, intertwined with glee.
Flipping grab in a rotation. Use wet eye.
I'm just an alchemist like an alky-piss. Wander round till I found a fix that's not counterfeit. Let me drown my sins to the satanic sound of hymns and choir chords. Let me hate less, admire more inner demons. Got entire hordes in glorious things we're fighting for. Height of my senses, no I can't try to ignore. Spend too much time on the floor like a lifeless corpse. Rise and walk, keep food with the rest of you, knife and fork. Ask why I'm like this, partially sighted. Calm for a psychic, darker the parts I'm combined with laughing at crisis. Hard to be like this, part of me's quiet. First line again, then man spit like it's the first time for them. My first try attempts, they wanna try offend. And the night time I spent with the rhymes and pen and my mind's intent.
Trust me.
Hey, I like this Bellamy settings, you know.
Yeah, trust me.
Can never do a 7-man setting here, but trust me, right about now it's cozy.
Trust me, we keep it intimate in here. No hope.
Yo, first line again, man spit like it's the first time for them. I've heard try attempts, they wanna try offend. And the night time I spent with the rhymes and pen and my mind's intent. Never just fly and send, like say that the hype's intense and they wanna go hard. I've been dense, seen by the iris lens, eyes and friends. Life criticised cause I'm writing sense, still I find defense. And the mic when I ride to decline each breath, you rely on pretense. I can walk and define these steps like all could I might seem blessed. I forward the grind, resets last. Smoke bear skunk under the tree, in love with the wonderful weed. I get drunk and underachieve, I'm hungry, need something to eat. So zoned out, love what I see. Normality's nothing to me, I walk wonderland, pick colourful leaves in a troublesome breeze while I struggle to breathe. It's called uncomfortable free. Calamity Jane when I'm travelling space. Move for a cannabis haze that will damage my brain till I get left mad and insane. Bright lights flashing magic district. Showdown happiness lane where the addicts happy to play and the masses remain. On that same old train of thought, your carriage supposed to be hard and make the party stop. Whether it's Logan Sama or it's Charlie Sloth on the radio wave. I rave danced a lot, but wait, rather not. I came to bar drop. I am in the room after hours, fire in the booth. I'll take part and light up a tune. Produce this one extra time to pursue. Don't touch the dial, it's a crime if you do. This is the plan. Lyrical man, so I wanna be figurative and think if I can. Saying low, I flame throw sick spirited slang and target my heart shit's visible brand. Spread skill in a digital land of a unique voice and a cynical twang. The greatest hits to know. Ace and Viz till I never had a cameo on Mr. Jam. On next round, set sail with an XS 10 seeking. Ghosts and ghouls are just protocol in my bent hell region. Best your interest, infected skin flesh, we're into best bets. Sex with insects, don't let the scum catch her. Come for the blood plasma in the body like lung cancer. Your mum's asthma has become that dark. Run back far, mad numb like heart. Act dumb, smash bars in my haunted house. I brought these unfortunate forces round. Talk 'em row, enormously morbid tales are awesome. Audit corpses found of a night we cavort and bound like gormless hounds. Autistic, more than twisted, forced to live with. Maybe bipolar, crazy like most who stay for time, loads of rage and life sober. Born to be gifted, what sort of formula is this? Cause my sickness, wait for the storm to shift it. There's a story to witness. Look how bruised I am, I don't wanna do cordial business. Flaunting ordinary riches, things we don't need. Fought to relinquish, try but it's scorning my English. From me. Most of these voices seem to agree. Put freak in a frequency and believe if I even speak. Stem this bleeding screams that I see up late, no reason to be. Still got dreams, I don't need the degree. Deep like leaves in the sea. When weak and I'm feasting on these MCs and peak. I've been frequenting recently. Seeking I eat then leave. I just wanna sleep in peace, not feed on the decency. When releasing my demons free all over the place. Sober face but jokes that I hope to create. Prone to the chase like nobody's safe. Just show me the way, walk home in the days. From day one, I've been urged to take strides. I don't need mainstream play or daytime. When I'm all over the earth like ley lines tainted. Heard through the grapevine, everything stems from love and joy. I just get wave through both at the same time. Poetry close to hate crime, so I think hope is the most you may find. Feels like a morgue or gravesite when I start mourning a sordid playwright. What's this god awful brain like? Not just another fool's corpse that came by. Here for the sport, this game's mine. Don't get jitters or haunting stage fright. When I got forced more warp to the baseline that I've been awkwardly forcing. Got a course so I aim high when I'm trying to repair damage. Weird might seem like I'm dead but passive, but it doesn't mean that I'll bear the dramatics. Get logged on, have a share in the traffic. SKOnline.com if you're wondering where are the classics. See I breathe life, give air to the planet. Tainted, still don't care, don't plan it. When I exploded the flare is massive. Yes, I'm fair when I'm spazzing. I was in the chair upstairs in the attic preparing magic. Now I've had years of panic and careful planning. On top of you wouldn't dare bring man in, just stare and examine. Things that I suffer from you'd be scared of having. Extra lazy, I infect the mainstream. My rhetoric's crazy when prophetic like Edgar Casey. This end of day speaks of anything.
You're meant to hate
mad,
me,
bruv? Man, them come through.
Yo. Set aside.
Rusty when I was gonna come up, didn't have much sense. They tried to duck me like the ugly friend with the musty scent. I was dysfunctional then, and I'm malfunctioning now, so that's why you can't spot me again. See, I'm tired like a junkie to them, but the bars are 100%, and I'm mastering much when the steps that I taken must be adept. I don't even know that lyric, bro. I am playing myself. I am playing myself. Let's go again. Yo, jack that. Yes. Can't save me from me. Most of these voices seem to agree per freak in the frequency. And believe if I even speak. Stem this bleeding screams that I see up late, no reason to be. Still got dreams, don't need a degree. Deep like leaves in the sea. When weak and I'm feasting on these MCs and peak. I've been frequenting recently. Seeking I eat then leave. I just wanna sleep in peace, not feed on the decency. When releasing my demons free all over the place. Sober face but jokes that I hope to create. Prone to the chase like nobody's safe. Just show me the way, walk home in the days. It's just how we do. Power moves combine sour truths. If I altitude, then I'm about to spew. Stand in the rain like I'm showerproof. Still handling painful and foul issues. 10,000 hours used. Expertise can't run with the cowards do. Like how could you? Now make flowers bloom in your mind when the sounds astute. Louder the crowded room for the people that doubted too. Bruised to the inside, brown and blue. Still bounce like a Shaolin troop. Feel out of it down in booze on a restless night. Don't wanna get stressed and fight when I retch inside. Definitely the stench is like the time that you left me to die. It was my fault, head in the sky. Still too blessed, we get envious sides. See our section rhymes on the premise, it gets me by. Billy treading on ice, this is vigorous exercise. Sweat on mic like I'm dripping insecticide or liquid venomous slime. Instinctive perilous crime, I'm bringing it every time. Don't hark at me. Scars to a dark on my artistry, and I'm hard to be pardoned, can't you see? Heart on my sleeve like charred me. Start to believe in myself, won't ask and plead. For an advantage marginally, I'm calm with a mask and a scheme. Unhindered and martyr free the carnage. From Genesis, too strong of a specialist to belong to my heritage. This is the peak. I'm in the top of Everest with a song sheet full of lost intelligence. I spill freely to frosted skeletons in a cold world full of odd experiments. All my dreams haven't got any relevance. I touch mic, become wash and everything. Take that and become ponded the evidence with a dark streak not long inherited. Still not gone into deficit. Ask what I'm on this relative. I just want peace, but I'll opt for a nemesis. Brain full of toxic sediment. Still got songs for your fondest relatives. But you might knock my noxious element. Now I'm in your face cause I'm on it and prevalent. And it's all on its expression that's making you frolic and reminisce. Don't squander a pessimist, prone to a clot or hemorrhage. I don't want a bond of togetherness. Dumb and demonic and devilish when it gets. Jeez, yes. From Genesis, too strong of a specialist to belong to my heritage. This is the peak. I'm at the top of Everest with a song sheet full of lost intelligence. I spill freely to frosted skeletons in a cold world full of odd experiments. All my dreams haven't got any relevance. Touch might become wash and everything. Saying that I am become ponded the evidence with a dark streak not long inherited. Still not gone into deficit. That's what I want is relative. I just want peace, but I'll opt for a nemesis. Brain full of toxic sediments. Still got swans. B might knock my obnoxious element. Now I'm in your face cause I'm on it and prevalent. And it's the honest expression that's making you frolic and reminisce. Don't squander a pessimist, prone to a plot or hemorrhage. I don't want a bond of togetherness when it gets dumb and demonic and devilish. Don't have a modicum of etiquette. Still get props and I'm often credited. Such conflicting resonance, way beyond any fellowship. Must look like some godless specimen, but don't label it wrong or prejudice. When it seems often and soft and delicate, screaming, how can we stop this heretic? What would I do as a job instead of this? When I'm on the edge with a loss of leverage. So many options, problems. Come on, look, I got a stick so too much. Like I smoke too much, not a laugh or a joke too much. Only joking, you know too much. Jack that. A good time, not for an ending. Still push life to the edge with the time we have left, so of course it's tempting to take heat when I talk and head spin. Do this for the need, so I can't call it flexing. Struck a chord like an organ more than a small intestine, yeah. I heard you wanna call me names. In the tracksuit call me Chav. And I'm fatherless, a bastard, forget that, I can't even call my dad. Bring my phone up, I'll call right back with a brand new nickname, alright now. Shameful these names and labels, maybe they're all I have. Is a waste to write full-time slack, don't say I'm weird. Come with amazing and great ideas at a rate I fear. Face my cheer when I'm out on my own on a late night clear. Don't go, no, stay right here. Call me a name, awesome insane, so warped in the brain. Sticks and stones that have chips on my bones and I let it all out in a whimsical tone. I'm late writing words cause it hurts when I dream. Purge my cerebellum of dirt and greens. How bad can a person be when the prayers that you send are working? Please try harder. Go church at least, my father. Don't want the limelight, times I'd rather. Killing heretic chat. Bit of embo and the LSD tablet, I'll never be sad. Twilight saga with finite laughter, my energy lacks. Pull to my head and make it very exact. So twisted, lost like I missed my spot. Very distinctive, I'm switching off. How much does his wisdom cost? Listen and watch to an angel that feels like his wings have been chopped. Scuffs on my kicks and all my jumpers have rips. Just open as something fits. Never been one for the glitz, but I learned techniques like drunken fits. Still not quite on the function list. Numb dysfunctional prick, I'm loveless sick. Doesn't bother me that much now, but once it did. See, I can't flex like troublesome kids. Been paving the way with colourful bricks. Lost in the woods with huddle with sticks. Don't know about swagger, but I know stomach in the blitz. Trying to find reason that doesn't exist. From limb, take fingers, skin from him. Bits of his gin, then wait for the drinks to begin. Sickly a sin, how you gonna hinder my king? Can't think of a singular thing. See, I'm sitting on the brink of a win, and I'm pleased if it's sink or swim. Cause I'll bleed like ink on a win. 5 seasons of wintry winds with witches and kings. Rocks out chisel and fit in my sling. Skulls that I'm dribbling in for a giggle. I'm singing these hymns, don't fidget or wince. Just all visibly sting. Off of the elbows, crippling shins of a sickle to hink. I just wanna ride the beat, maybe rhyme and speak, not hide and seek, but find I can say whatever I believe. There's no time to leave, piercing ears with a tribal scream. In a frightful dream, let rivals see I will thrive in a rivalry. Been striving from like 14. Dirt in my heart, I apply full steam and flow more. Cracks in my soul that I add to the toll. See, I like to control the whole for.
Jesus.
I didn't know what was coming. I knew something was around the corner, bruv. So hard to openly try it. Close my eyes, go into overdrive. Old news, no surprise, reanimation. Bring quotes to life, I'm somebody nobody likes. Better the energy, focus the mind. I know what just about coping's like. Show me a sign, no totally blind. I can never be only alive. Flow like smoke in the sky, you may not have heard me. So you're gonna know me tonight, that's why I spit frozen ice on open mic where emotions coincide. Feel like I won't survive, so precise I cut my own throat with a broken knife till the moment dies. From Genesis, too strong of a specialist to have belonged to my heritage, this is the peak. I'm at the top of Everest with a song sheet full of lost intelligence that I spill freely to frosted skeletons. In a cold world full of odd experiments, half my dreams haven't got any relevance. Such touch might we can wash in everything. Take down, we can ponder the evidence. With a dark streak not long inherited, still not gone into deficit. Also I'm honest relative, I just want peace, bow up for a nemesis. Brave full of toxic sediment, still got songs for your fondest relatives. Be my knock, my obnoxious element. Now I'm in your face cause I'm on it and prevalent. And it's all honest expression that's making you frolic and reminisce. Jeez. We got the crew inside, Mode FM, J Beats doing a mazza. Trust me, top selection. We got the crew inside, myself, J Smart, XP, Melvulus. Too strong of a specialist to have belonged to my heritage, this is the peak. I'm at the top of Everest with a song sheet full of lost intelligence that I spill freely to frosted skeletons. In a cold world full of odd experiments, half my dreams haven't got any relevance. Such touch might we can wash in everything. Take down, we can ponder the evidence. With a dark streak not long inherited, still not gone into deficit. Also I'm honest relative, I just want peace, bow up for a nemesis. Brain full of toxic sediment, still got songs for your fondest relatives. Be my knock, my obnoxious element. Now I'm in your face cause I'm on it and prevalent. And it's all honest expression that's making you frolic and reminisce. Don't squander a pessimist, prone to a clot or hemorrhage. I don't want to bond with togetherness when it gets dumb and demonic and devilish. Don't have a modicum of haircut, still get props and I'm often credited. Such conflicting resonance, way beyond any fellowship. Must look like some godless specimen, but don't label it wrong or prejudice. When it seems often the soft and delicate, screaming how can we stop this heretic? What would I do as a job instead of this when I'm on the edge with a loss of leverage? So many options, problems never sit. From day one, being urged to take strides. I don't need mainstream play or daytime when I'm all over the earth like ley lines tainted. Heard through the grapevine, everything stems from love and joy. I just get way through both at the same time. Poetry close to hate crime, so I think hope is the most you may find. Feels like a more gold grey side when I start mourning a sordid playwright. What's this god awful brain light, not just another fool's corpse that came by. Here for the sport, this game's mine, don't get jitters or haunting stage fright. When I got forced more warped in the baseline that I've been awkwardly forced in late night. Got a course so I aim high when I'm trying to repair damage. Weird might seem like I'm there but passive, but it doesn't mean that I'll bear the dramatics. Get logged on, have a share in the traffic. SKOnline.com if you're wondering where are the classics. See how breathe life, give air to the planet. Tainted still, don't care, don't panic. When I explode then the flare is massive. Yes, I'm fair when I'm spazzing. I was in a chair upstairs in the attic preparing magic. Now I've had years of practice and careful planning. On top form you wouldn't dare bring man in, just stare and examine. Things that I suffer from you'd be scared of having. It's just how we do. Power moves combine sour truths. If I altitude then I'm about to spew. Stand in the rain like I'm shower proof. Still handling pain full of foul issues. 10,000 hours used. Expertise come round with a coward's view. Like how could you? Now make flowers bloom in the mind when the sounds astute. Now that the crowded room for the people that doubted too. Bruised to the inside brown and blue. Still bounce with the shouting truth. Feel out of it down in blues on a restless night. Don't wanna get stressed and fight when I rest inside. Definitely the stench is like the time that you left me to die. It was my fault, head in the sky. Still too blessed to get empty aside. Just section rhymes on the premise, it gets me fired. Thinly treading on ice, this is vigorous exercise. Sweat on mic like I'm dripping insecticide or liquid venomous slime. Instinctive perilous crime, I'm bringing it every time. Don't hark at me. Scars of a dark of my artistry, and I'm hard to be pardoned, can't you see? Heart must leave that child me, start to believe in myself, won't ask them please. For an advantage marginally, I'm calm with the mask and the scheme. Unhindered and master free the carnage. Let loose, set free. Bet if you can tempt me, let me execute an MC with a deadly brutish technique. Step on cruise and then leave reviews to wreck peace indecent. So much sickness written of reason, and I got a privilege of imminent speaking. Chest skin my chivalrous freezing. What's the dinner this evening? Just came for the lyrics and feasting, and I'm aware to the minutes are fleeting. No time for your flipping excretion, I just got rhythms and reasons, get loud and signals speaking. Feel like this is the feeling you get when you're miserable weeping. For Winston I'm deep in, leave my lips bleeding when I rip into a weakling, hearing the distance screaming in the darkest clouds. Came for the dirt and I'm branching out like look what you started now. All I've got is harshness. You want party sounds that can't make an artist proud. I'm the largest in town, and with this much volume laugh you can start and drown. Jokes to be killing me when you got no humility and there's no hope for the enemy. Blown into smithereens, back with the dead so broken, bittersweet chills in the air. No humidity, please don't drown in your own conspiracy. I'm losing the town for the focus and imagery. Trying to soak in open villainy, but flow with a loathsome quote and simile etched to my head so most won't disagree. I don't want to strangle a man with a chosen fidgety like I'm in the throes of misery. Frozen literally rubbing up shit street, smoke like blitzkrieg, moment of victory. They like the ghost if you don't consider me. Just worm food, couldn't walk amongst you but I learned to. Shed servitude and strict curfew, insects on my insides no worse than the flu. That I can chew when the worst of me's burning through. Still burdened by work I do, yearning for certain doom when hurting I hurl abuse. Expel semen on X-Rom demons, the rest roll heathens. Set so with an X and seeking ghosts and ghouls are just protocol in my bent whole region. Best it interest, infected skin flesh, we're into best bets. Sex with insects, don't let the scum catch her. Gun for the blood plasma in the body like lung cancer. Your mum's asthma has become that dark. Run back fun. Smash in my haunted house, brought these unfortunate forces round. Talk and row, enormously morbid tales are awesome. Audit corpses found overnight, I cavort and bound. Formless town. Autistic, more than twisted, forced to get live with maybe bipolar, crazy like most who stay for time, loads of raging life's over. Born to be gifted, what sort of formula is this? Caused my sickness, wait for the storm to have shifted. Now it's a story to witness. Look how bruised I am, I don't wanna do cordial business. Flaunting ordinary riches, things we don't need, thought to relinquish. Trappers born in my English, but now I feel warm, informed with the fitness. Fraudful glitches, so awful insist. Sorting the wounds that you poured in my stitches. Caught them sniffing, was for a victim, caused to them fix, getting horny a grip. Raw impure like the audience listening, caught on your fixed thing, causing them twitching out of the box, no more than the instinct shout at me lots. Floor and grim things go when I'm rinsing round, let me not show flaws in the thinking, scours we want. Sound that the lost is found, respond, don't doubt what I'm on. After the power is from, sitting out feeling strong. Felt like I'm shrouded in wrongs in the house full of ones, discount what I've got. Sour like towel blocks, down to rot hours on the clock. Bow out of a mouth, you got a loud shot. Bouncing off of 8,000 watch, glamorous out for the mountain top. First line again, then man spit like it's the first time for them. My first try attempted with a try offend, and the night time I spent with the brands and pen on my mind's intent. Yo, we got all the crew inside, we got J Beats, we got all the locked in massive. Go through. Yo, SKOnline.com. I was trying to give art for the dosh. You were like, no, get a job, you'd be far better off. They'll laugh at your cloth and even then hardly watch. I don't wanna bask in the gloss, just hear through barring lots. Didn't have a clue when I started lost, but now brand new when my heart is frost. No can do what a bastard sauce, so calm that I hardly stop. Still more time, I don't wanna plants and dots. Came here for the peace, party shot. Laughing because it's not that, no, don't ask if it was. That's when I get dark like mobs in parts of me starting to rot. And I'm full of largesse and snot. Still sharpness, I've got big card, hunger there. Lungs flare, best come prepared, not running scared. I got 100 prayers, and if you're underwear, I spin man straight out of his underwear. You don't know, but
wonder where. Unfair, not the ones to care. I bump bare more skunk in the air. But like the sun of a Bunsen flare. I like the sound of disgusting weird when I'm busting hair. Scrubby bitch, the dustbin stare when I touch this year. Sweat blood taste and I'm just sincere, see something clear. Won't put trust in fear, get down like a rusty gear. Judged by peers a lot. Quite dreary near me, stop you struggling, it's nearly God. Smoke bears come under the tree, in love with the wonderful weed. I get drunk and underachieve, I'm hungry, need something to eat, so don't doubt love what I see. Normality's nothing to me, I walk on the land, pick colourful leaves in the troublesome breeze, I struggle to breathe. It's called uncomfortable free. Calamity Jane when I'm travelling space. Move through cannabis haze will damage my brain till I get less mad and insane. Bright lights flashing, magic displayed. Stole down happiness lane, but the addicts are happy to play and the masses remain on that same old train of thought you carried your weight.
Yo. Supposed to be hard to make the party stop, whether it's Logan Sama or it's Charlie Sloth. On the radio wave, I rave danced a lot, but wait, rather not, I came to bar drop. I am in the room after hours, fire in the booth, I'll take part, light up a tune, produce this one extra time to pursue. Don't touch a doll, it's a crime if you do. This is the plan, I'm a lyrical man, wanna be think if I can, Zane low, I flame throw sick spirited slang and target my hardships, visible grand. Spread skill in the digital land of a unique voice and give the greatest hits of no haze and vis till I never had a cameo on Mr. Jam. You couldn't show to be killing me when you've got low humility and there's no hope for the enemy, blown into smithereens, back from the dead so broken, bittersweet chills in the air but there's no humidity. Please don't drown in your own conspiracy, I'm new to the town full of focusing imagery. Try never soaking in open villainy but flow with a loathsome quote and simile etched on my head so most won't disagree. I don't wanna strangle a man with a choke that's fidgety, like I'm in the throes of misery, frozen literally, rolling up shit's creek, smoke like blitzkrieg's moment of victory. Dead like the ghost if you don't consider me. Don't wanna linger in showbiz, sit of associates. When I'm in a mode then it's like hypnosis, like bigger eyes might focus, draining enough. See I mix pain and drugs and I call it the symbiosis. Now you wide-eyed, why didn't I notice? They've got quite uncivilized motive. Just wanna climb and deliver high dosage, living like hopeless, sitting by postage. And I used to give a shit and like most things might see me in the middle of the night roaming again. Hope for a friend, grotesque in the lens so I won't go home at the end. Play bad and good like both will pretend, so I'm motive cloaked in sweat and I'm soaking wet. The rest ought to listen, distress thoughts that have risen. End all division, return as a fresh organism. Surrendering flaws that I'd hidden for time. Feels like the most wicked of crimes. Illness and pension for lyrics combined. Clicks like a switch in my mind, still sick in my physical prime, so visible I can't save me from me. Most of these voices seem to agree, put freak in a frequency and believe if I even speak. Stem this bleeding screams that I see, up late no reason to be. Still got dreams, don't need the degree. Deep like leagues in the sea, when weak and I'm feasting on these MCs and peak. I've been frequenting recently, seeking I eat and leave. I just wanna sleep in peace, not feed on the decency. When releasing my demons free all over the place. Sober face for jokes I hope to create. Prone to the chase like nobody's safe, just show me the way, walk home in the day. Power moves combine sour truth to fight altitude, then I'm about to spew. Stand in the rain like I'm shower-proof, still handling painful of foul issues. 10,000 hours used, expertise can't run with the coward's view. Like how could you? Now make flowers bloom in your mind when the sounds is due. Loud in the crowded room for the people that doubted too. Bruised on the inside, brown and blue, still bounce like a Shaolin troop. Pull out of it down in booze on a restless night. Don't wanna get stressed and fight when I retch inside. Definitely the stench is like the time that you left me to die. It was my fault, head in the sky. Still too blessed to get envious eyes. See our section rhymes on the premise, it gets me by. Thinly treading on ice, this is vigorous exercise. When I sweat on mic like I'm dripping insecticide or liquid venomous slime. Instinctive turbulent crime, I'm bringing this every time. Don't hark at me, scars of a dark in my artistry. Hard to be pardoned, can't you see? Heart on my sleep like child meat. Start to believe in myself, won't ask and plead. For an advantage marginally, I'm... Wait, that's a darkness, Kirby. Straight from the back pocket. Westside FM, big up everyone inside. Essence, 7th September, look out for that, amazing. It's just how we do. Power moves combine sour truth to fight altitude, then I'm about to spew. Stand in the rain like I'm shower-proof, still handling painful of foul issues. 10,000 hours used, expertise can't run with the coward's view. Like how could you? Now make flowers bloom in your mind when the sounds are astute. Loud in the crowded room for the people that doubted too. Bruised on the inside, brown and blue, still bounce like a Shaolin troop. Flow out of it down in booze on a restless night. Don't wanna get stressed and fight when I retch inside. Definitely the stench is like the time that you left me to die. It was my fault, head in the sky. Still too blessed for your envious side. See our section rhymes to the premise, it gets me by. Freely treading on ice, this is vigorous exercise. Sweat on mic like I'm dripping insecticide or liquid venomous slime. Instinctive perilous crime, I'm bringing it every time. Don't hark at me, scars of a dark in my artistry. Hard to be pardoned, can't you see? Heart on my sleeve like child meat. Start to believe in myself, won't ask and plead. For an advantage marginally, I'm calm with a mask and a scheme. Unhindered and martyr free, the carnage leaks. roll a zoo and I'll spark the flame. Tarnish name with thoughts that I can't contain. Head full of aspartame. Questioning I'll be the same. I'm defective, daft and lame with a stench like a hardly babe. Bend in a nasty way. Confused dusty stars like the darkest parts of space. Move like I can't behave. People learn when the party's fake. Excluded, cast away for these numerous tumours that aren't vague and the truth still elusive. So hard to take, bear fruit to the dubious aftertaste. Don't ask me why. The party can master for passing time. Start with the party grind. Started the last in line. Crafted that art with a smart design. Just more drink and drugs, more bars inside. This shall linger amongst all the harmful signs. Ignorant troubles with parts of my coming law. Monitor. Jesus, social. Lazy, I infect the mainstream. My rhetoric's crazy when prophetic like Edgar Casey. This end of day speech I'm venting daily with descendants to cleanse the plague streets. You're meant to hate me. Tension, brain free, sense of bravery. Cleanse my veins, squeeze, injecting saline. My depths are way deep. Repent and make peace with gents and ladies. Please do try to get in my mind's pathetic. I've had to describe a message. My text epic. Shrouded in cryogenics and fine ethics. Go with the best vibe in the slide parent.
Fuck's sake.
Yo, Kirby T. Shout Rebecca Judd. All the crew inside. Shout Roller. Cheese. Olos. Extra lazy, I infect the mainstream. My rhetoric's crazy when prophetic like Edgar Casey. This end of day speech I'm venting daily with descendants to cleanse the play street. Meant to hate me. Tension, brain free, sense of bravery. Clench my veins, squeeze, injecting saline. My depths are way deep. Repent and make peace with gents and ladies. Please do try to get in my mind's pathetic. I've had to describe a message. My type's epic. Shrouded in cryogenics and fine ethics. Go with the best, thrive and the slight perish. Call this a light fetish, but it's nightmarish all the time. I decline everything. You might cherish my life credits as zany evil.